Hi, this is Andy from GPS Training. In this video we just wanted to talk to you about a new range of GPS devices that were taken into stock soon at GPS Training from the manufacturers TwoNav. We also thought it was nice to just increase our range and give customers different choices of products, and it makes us a bit more impartial when we're giving advice on what GPS device to use. So it's nice just to bring in a new range with some different features and options. So from TwoNav, we're going to be stocking the Rock, the Cross Plus, the Terra, the Aventura 2 Plus, and also there'll be an Aventura 2 Plus that comes, a moto version that comes with mounts for quad bike stroke motorbike. So TwoNav's been going actually since 2001. They started specialising in units for likes of paragliding and air activities, but with this range that we've now got into stock, we cover loads of activities from cycling, mountain biking, hiking, walking, trail running, water sports, and the quad bike and motorbike activities across the range. So in this first video I'm actually going to go straight for the largest unit out of all of the units, the Aventura 2 Plus. It's the one with the biggest battery as well, just to sort of open up and show you what you get in the box and turn the unit on. So I'm just going to bring over the Aventura 2 box, and I'll just move this paperwork to the side, and I'm just going to slide this one out of the box and turn it round. So this is the unit. This is a 3.7-inch screen on this unit, and it has a 6,000 milliamp hour rechargeable battery that can potentially give you 36 hours on the unit, which is very impressive. And I know from looking at the specs, we do actually have an option of an AA battery pack for the unit. So I've actually taken the unit out here, and on its back we can see this is where the battery is going to go. This one actually has a memory card slot as well, which I know we don't get with all of the units. So I'll just take the protection film off the front, and we'll go into the box and have a look at the accessories in the box. So it looks like we've got a USB charging cable stroke data cable, so I'll move that to one side, and a quick start guide and some warranty information. I'm pretty sure this will be the battery in the bottom with the back of the unit. So GPS Training will be testing these units and using them over the coming weeks and putting our normal sort of videos together for online training, etc. So you get all that full support and backup that you normally expect from ourselves at GPS Training. So I'm just going to take out the battery here. So this is a 6,000 milliamp hour battery, a Li-ion battery. So I can see where we've got the gold pins that are going to line up with the back on the unit. Now I know from looking at some of the manuals in advance, with the back on this one you've actually got a threaded screw that you're tightening, because I suppose the idea is once you've got the battery in, the chances of taking it out, unless you are buying something like the AA battery pack. So I'm just going to see if I can clip this in and just get the screw on. It might be something I need to do out of the camera because I'm trying to do it with one hand and film at the same time. I know, there we go. The back just needs to be pushed up to lock it in nice and tight for the weather seal. So it's got an IP67 rating, so absolutely fine out in all weathers, and it'll work down to temperatures of -20 and up to +70°C, and it is shock tested to MIL STT 810, the military sort of testing certification. Obviously it's a unit designed to be used in the outdoors. So I've tightened the back on there, so that is the back tightened on. So I've got a nice big touchscreen. Like I said, it is the biggest screen out of all of the units. It's a 3.7-inch screen. The unit comes in at 290 grams. We do have a button on the side there. That'll be the power button. Looks like it's a power button. And we've got another button on this side, which as we start using it, I'm sure we'll work out what that's for. We've got a joystick control and some buttons on the front, but it is dual touchscreen and buttons, which is nice. And on the back we've got the USB charging port there. Looks like a little speaker, because I'm pretty sure, I know certainly the model with the RAM mount for the motorbike or the quad bike, or they do a vehicle mount as well, does have a built-in speaker, because we can actually get TomTom maps for road navigation as one of the packages with the unit. So I'm just going to turn this on, and we'll just have a look at this screen. So satellite wise, it's actually a multi-GNS unit. It will pick up multiple satellites. You can set it for various settings like GPS only. There's options where you can have GPS in Galileo, GPS in GLONASS, GPS Galileo and Beidou all together. So there's various satellite settings. The unit itself pairs with a couple of apps that TwoNav do, so you don't actually have to have a computer to send any routes or transfer data to and from the unit. There's two great apps that you can use, so we'll be starting to test the apps as well as we start using the unit. So just let this one come on, and there we go. So I had actually had this out the box and turned on earlier just to check it had battery. So actually in the building here it locked onto satellites, which is great. Haven't tested it yet outside. I just wanted to make sure we had battery before we turned it on, and then I just put it straight back in the box. So this is actually, we've ordered this with an Ordnance Survey 1 to 25/1 to 50 map. So I'm just going to zoom out using the minus symbol there. Yeah, you can see there it's actually zoomed out at 1 to 50 scale. It's moving very fast, which is very impressive. That's zooming in at the more detailed 1 to 25 Ordnance Survey Explorer scale. So this is maps for the British Isles. I know they have a list of various maps you can buy for all over the world from TwoNav, and as well as the TomTom road navigation map. So if I use the joystick, that is moving the map around. So you can see it's nice and quick moving it around. Got the little crosshairs at the top, which I'm assuming will take it back to where we last had a satellite signal, which was when I turned it on earlier. So that's taking me back to Rothbury where we are. Little question mark next to the position indicator, that'll be telling me that I haven't got a signal, but I am inside the building. I did lock on earlier because I was close to the window. So we can actually use the touchscreen as well, so I can move around using the touchscreen. And if I tap on it, I've got the plus and minus there to zoom in and out. And I'm just going to see what that icon does there. That one hides the sort of tools, and a little back arrow there takes it back to where I am. So we'll start learning how to use it as we go on, and then we'll start putting all the videos together. It's actually got an indicator at the top where we can do sort of a 3D of the map, and then I can put it back to 2D. I'm assuming this line here is going to be, that's north up, and when we're outside and start moving with it, if I touch the north pointer, that will be track up, so it moves with you as you turn when we get outside. If I just go through the menus, it looks like various menus. We can then use the touch screen, or you can use the joystick. Yeah, and then you can press down on the joystick to enter a menu. So it's nice to actually have a unit that's touch screen and button control, which we haven't seen since we had the SatMap unit that we used to sell before SatMap went out of business. I'm just going to see if there's any other screens we can access. And that looks like a trip computer screen where we can have various data boxes, compass screen, and then back to the map. So really this isn't a full technical spec or overview of the unit. We just wanted to turn it on and have a look at it, our first look at it before we start using it and putting all the training videos together. I'm going to be really interested to test the screen quality. I mean, it's looking great in the building here. What's interesting when you read the spec on the screen, it's something we've not used before. It's a screen called a Blandview screen. Blandview, and it is Gorilla Glass. It's a nice tough screen, it feels nice and responsive. But when we looked at the spec of Blandview, it's a technology that uses low power consumption, hence we get that great battery, but gives a very visible great screen in bright sunlight, which I will be testing when we get some sunny days. But also when you come inside, you can see I am inside the building here. Just unboxing this, the screen looks great, it's nice and bright. So looking at the specs on a Blandview screen, we should get the same experience when we've got bright sunlight as well. I'm assuming in the settings, I'm just going to see if there is actually a display setting. So display and brightness, this one is set as auto brightness as well. So it's set for like where it automatically detects the brightness and changes. So it looks like you can turn that off. And then you can adjust, so I'll just use the joystick, will probably let me do that maybe. Nope, so it's touch screen. We can adjust brightness or just have it on as auto brightness as well, night vision, etc. So there's going to be loads of nice settings I'm sure we're going to be working our way through as we use the unit. So we're looking forward to unboxing the other units as well, so the Rock, the Cross Plus and the Terra, and we will have an option of this big one, the Adventurer 2 Plus, with a cradle with a ram mount for likes of quad bikes, motorbikes. There's going to be cycle mounts for all the units as well. I'm pretty sure the slots on the side here, when I looked at the spec, that's where there's sort of a cradle that'll slide on the back of this and allow you to use a bike mount or a motorbike ram mount, stroke quad bike mount, or even a car mount. And when you look at the other units, the slightly smaller units, we have options of, it's TwoNav's own sort of quad lock style bicycle mounts. There'll be lots of bike mount options as well. So I hope you've liked this initial video, just our first look at the brand new TwoNav product that we're going to be stocking, and this is the Aventura 2 Plus. And thanks for watching.